We have COVID-19 this year. We have killer hornets. Now we gotta worry about the androids taking over your ass. This is Neon City Riders, and they're gonna ride your butt so that there'll be nothing left.
Right.
Food prices are surging up. Everything's getting hella expensive.
You gotta cock your duns
You have to grab your bat and kick some ass.
and chew some bubble gum.
If there's any left at the convenience stores. Because these Neon City Riders, they'll ride your butt for every last penny. So, as you said, this is like, I feel like this is almost like a, where would they take Secret of Evermore next?
Or Secret Mana?
Yeah, like I feel like this is an unofficial Secret of Mana game because just the way it's set up with like the pins are pretty much Zelda's penance.
Yeah.
Like
The Zelda
the
treasures.
random goons are sort of like the way they just move around reminds me of like the goons or enemies in Zelda.
Yeah, it's more Zelda than Secret of.
Yeah, but I feel like it's sort of got that like just the storyline and the goofiness.
Yeah,
is
the
kinda like
storyline goofiness definitely are more
Secret
like
of
a Secret
Evermore.
of.
Yeah. I'd say this is like if you're looking for a game that's kind of hard as nails, it
Oh, is it hard as nails?
I feel like you have to. It's hard, but it's not like ridiculously hard. Cause like we tried a few times to beat the boss. Like you beat the first boss, which is yourself, evil.
Like an
Nikki.
evil grayscaled version of yourself.
Evil Narek.
And he beat the second boss on like his second try.
Yeah, which was like a.
It wasn't like a boss.
It was like
but
a
it was more-
tank crusher.
yeah, you have to
Mad
like
Max,
run from it.
Escape from New York. I feel like this.
I was
is
thinking
like
more like the tank from Caligula.
Yeah. I feel like this is, it's sort of like Mad Max, but like cartoonish with neon lights, and it's goofy, but it's not as goofy as like that ninja game we played, The Messenger. Like I felt that went too goofy, and this went a little bit goofy, but
But it's not like it kind of kept itself like, especially once you get to like okay, so on our first dungeon we come across like this vinyl collector, and he's only collecting vinyls because his wife died.
Yeah, I found that funny. Like, I feel like they did the right amount of humor with this, like they without like totally destroying like the setting of the game.
And it basically like it just made it more like very realistic.
Yeah.
Well, not realistic. They balanced it. They balanced the
Yeah.
seriousness with the funniness.
Yeah, I honestly like. If you're looking for an RPG that's very different from a lot of the RPGs out there,
I wouldn't really call this an RPG.
what would you call it? Like a
I would call it an
adventure game?
Yeah, an adventure game, because it definitely has the same top-down dungeon exploring as Zelda.
Mm-hmm.
And like the only progression you get is through more powerful items that you collect.
See, I'm reluctant to call it an adventure game because like there were so many like point and click adventure games, and those to me are like adventure games. This is more like classical RPG.
I would also call it more like a Metroidvania, because it even plays up like one where you start off with like your powers completely collected,
Yeah.
and then like at some point you get your powers taken away and you have to go and collect them again.
But anyways, it feels like to me, outside of like the Castlevanias, which have obviously been ported from the consoles, like this is one of the better RPGs that, as far as I know, I think it's on the Steam store, or not Steam store, the Switch store, and it might even be on the PlayStation store. But I feel like this is like more authentic somehow than a lot of the RPGs that we get in modern times. And at $22, I think I paid 15. I feel like 15, 22 is still good, but like if you can get it for a little bit off, I think 15.
A little bit off the
deal.
top.
Yeah. But it's hard, but it's fun.
This would definitely be a game that would be very cool to stream, because it's completely unique. It's a fresh take on Zelda. Like, again, if you're
And
a big...
I haven't even heard of many people like talking about this game. Like maybe I missed out on like people promoting this, but
This could be an underrated gem that
Yeah.
we just picked up.
yeah, I'd definitely give it an 8.5.
I-
I feel like the combination of the music's kind of like upbeat, interesting.
It definitely feels very solid.
Synthy, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. The only thing that's holding me back from giving this a 10 out of 10 is...
I feel like it's linear, like very linear.
Yes.
That's the biggest fault. Like it's really cool and it's obvious where you're gonna go, but if you want your games to be able to explore,
I
and, like,
wouldn't
collect,
say it's linear.
because it's not like an RPG in that sense. Because like yeah, you buy food, but can you buy items? No, there's no like item stores.
Yeah, that's a big...
So that's why I would say like it doesn't feel like it feels more like a. I don't really feel like adventure's the word for me, but yeah, it feels more like an adventure than an RPG in that sense.
Yeah, like there's more to the term adventure than just point and click. Remember, like Zelda is defined as an adventure. Metroid Prime isn't a first-person shooter, but rather a first-person adventure. Think about it.
Yeah, I definitely say pick this up. This is easily the most fun we had, I think, playing games today. And if we had reviewed even Battletoads, I still think this was more enjoyable overall.
Yeah,
even though the beat 'em ups and Battletoads are good.
And the comedy, you said how the comedy in Battletoads was a little off-putting.
Apparently, the Rick and Morty guy actually was brought in to write, and I feel like it's kind of like
Dan Harmon.
I don't think. I'm not sure if it was
either Dan Harmon or Justin Roiland.
I think they have more than one. They have more than just two writers.
Ah.
Yeah.
So somebody who worked on Rick and Morty.
Yeah, it was one of the writers to like spice up the story, but I feel like that humor doesn't mesh.
But meanwhile, with this, the humor here is more subtle, I believe.
Yeah. The way they try to do it is they try to do diaper humor edgy with Battletoads, and I feel like they just needed edgy. They didn't need the diaper humor.
Yeah. Whereas with this, it just basically, it's more like subtle touches of humor here and there. Yeah. Like, if that completely flies over your head, this is a pretty interesting, intriguing setting here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so definitely give it a 9 out of 10.
And it's very colorful.
Yeah. Like, this is definitely like, if you have like a Zelda fix, if you have like a, Castlevania, Metroidvania sort of...
Until the next Castlevania.
Yeah, this is your jam.
Until the next, what's the Circle of the Moon? No. The other series that's made by the Castlevania.
Bloodstained.
Yeah, it's Bloodstained. If you can't afford that, buy this. Even though this is probably more expensive.
Yeah, either Bloodstained
or
game.
buy this after. There you go.
Like, who knows? Maybe you'll get a big-ass Serb check.
Yeah, and if you can't go downtown and, chill
at least
in the
go
bar
downtown in
lights.
Neon City.
Yeah, you can see neon lights there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neon Lights Evangelion.
Yeah. And go to the 7-Eleven.
Go anywhere.
Take it with you if
it's
on the Switch.
It's a free country. Unlike America.
I don't know. All right.
Keep on neoning.
And keep on enjoying 2020.